God sent the storm to clear people away so that you could concentrate and become the person that you came here to be. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. What a beautiful, peaceful place this is. But a lot of people enjoy it. Before I came to leave this message, a storm came through. And the storm comes through and it clears the way, except for our fine feathered friend right here, right on cue. But people, they might come around and they might enjoy this peaceful place. But the storm cleared them all away. And now that it's nice and clear, we could concentrate. When there's a lot of people around that don't belong there, you can't really focus. You can't really concentrate. Not everyone is supposed to be on your journey with you. People can be distractions, people can be pitfalls, and they could get you off track. And that's why God sends the storm. And the storm comes into our everyday lives and it clears all the chatter away. And when it's all cleared away, when it's nice and quiet, you could sit peacefully with God. Many people can't hear the word of God because there's a lot of chatter. And when you are tuned into all of the static, you don't hear God's words. So that's why the storm comes across to clear the path for you. We're out here in nature, and nature is your greatest teacher, and you will find God out in nature. In this modern world, there are many things that can deter you from your greatest purpose. Nothing out there is good or bad. It just is. So it's your responsibility. It's all of our responsibilities to listen to the Word of God so that we can find our path to the highest version of ourself. We're here to do great things. You're here to do great things. I'm here to do great things. We're all going to do great things this year and the decades and centuries to come. But you have to have a clean slate. So the storm comes through and clears everything away. Except for our two fine feathered friends over here. Yeah. But everything is cleared away so that we could concentrate. You know, it's just the world. Some people might not mean to do certain things, but it's very difficult to focus when there's a lot of chatter. That's why if you're really a driven person, if you're a focused person, you're very sensitive to crowds, you're sensitive to your energies, and you seek a top priority on protecting your energy. You might have known since you were a child that you came here for many great things. And if you're going to accomplish these great things, you're going to have to listen to the Word of God. The wind, the energy is picking up right now. We'll see if this new mic is able to handle it. Either way, we're authentic and we send it out on one take. Be authentic and you'll be able to navigate the storm. No one's path is perfect. No one's journey is perfect. And God knows you better than you know yourself. God sends the storm to clear everything away from your everyday life so the world can see the true you. The world will see the truth of who you are. And we cannot be defined by the lower frequencies that are part of this matrix reality. You are not defined after you come home, maybe from a job that maybe you maybe have a rough time at work, abusive workplace that you're really under stress all day long. Is that you? Maybe you have to go home and you're dealing with a narcissistic relationship and you're feeling anxiety all day long. Is that you? These are the things. During these time periods, we cannot be defined by the lower frequencies, because the truth of you is when you are alone with God. And there are seasons and cycles, and God will send the storm to clear it away so that you could be in isolation, so that you could be in the wilderness and maybe find a friend or two, right? You probably have like animal friends or something like that. You get the drift. But you will find yourself when you're by yourself. And we can really tune into who we are after the storm passes through. You know, sometimes they talk about pollution, right? And there's pollution in the air, and a big storm comes through, and all of a sudden the sky is beautiful and clear after a big storm clears through and knocks everything out of the way. Well, that's what God has done for each and every one of us throughout seasons. Everything has its seasons and cycles. And the more that we share and collaborate, the more that you're in tune with nature, just like how nature has its seasons, well, you're nature as well. And you're going to go through seasons for your everyday life. Whether you're in isolation, whether you're in wilderness, whether it's time to shine, whether it's time to get out on the stage, whether it's time to create, when it's time to consume, when it's time to process, when it's time to transmute. We have different time periods to do different works. Know your seasons. Know the time. And you will know it by the frequency. I work with nature. We are embracing who we truthfully are. Lead. Leaders lead. It's right before our very eyes. Can you see the messages? And in this world, a lot of the things are backwards. Things are upside down. But we have to have the leaders take their leadership roles right now. If you're a leader, write it in the comments. I am a leader. Leaders lead, teachers teach, builders build. We are who we are. And you need to embrace who you are. You weren't destined to sit there on the couch. You weren't destined to sit there and be beaten down. You weren't destined to be gaslit. You weren't destined to be ridiculed. You were destined for greatness. It's time to remember who you are. God has given you the storm, and you survived the storm, and you have to be grateful for the storm. And we're all grateful for the storms that clear the way so that we could have our full potential. If there were tons of people over here, we can't really focus. But you could tap into the soul, the energy that operates your body, the soul, the spirit, your higher self. In this new earth that we're headed to, we are going to embrace our higher self and not the persona that we were told that we need to be. You need to do this. You need to do that. I ain't gotta do shift. Ain't gotta do shift, kid. You got to do you, kid. That's what you got to do. You got to do you. And we're going to embrace who we truthfully are. And we have an attitude of gratitude. As we are witnessing the shift, change, our old lives are dissipating. And now we embrace a new beginning, our leadership role. I'm grateful to God for my leadership role. and we constantly pay it forward. That's what we do. We are all syncing up right now. We're remembering who we are, and the old fades away, and a new version of you rises. But this was the authentic version deep within you. You just never showed it to the world. It's time to shine. Builders build, teachers teach, leaders lead. It's time to show the world who you are. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Never stop. Never give in. Just keep going. Your brothers and sisters will charge you up. Your trials and tribulations will charge you up. You see, when you have the spark of Christ, you do not operate out of the matrix. You actually take these things, all your trials, all your tribulations, you're learning, you're observing, and you're becoming even more powerful. They ain't never seen this coming, kid. 144, it's time to ride. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that the highest version of you is here. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. A new life begins. I'm grateful for all of you. All you have to do is be yourself. All you have to do is embrace the power that's been inside of you all along. Don't have any doubt. You just never tapped into it. You were confused. You had distractions. No distractions any longer. The storm that God allowed in was to clear the path so that you can embrace your true power, your true potential. It's time to create new timelines, new realities. It's time for greatness. Someone is looking forward to seeing you all again. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. The storm was God's work. Nothing outside of you is real. You know all the answers inside. Nothing out there. Never bow down. Never give in. Just keep going. Define yourself while you're by yourself. Listen to the word of God in quiet, and God will give you directions. Will you accept it? You better believe it. I'm ready.